Hello everyone, my name is Anime Slayer and welcome back to another episode of Doujin Analysis, and today's Doujin will be looking at Shunin no Seiheki, which was made by Etuzan no Jakusui, who is a relatively, I would say, kind of medium-sized Doujin artist so he has around 197 work right now, and I think it's pretty similar stuff. There's not really like NTR or it's pretty much more so just, soul female, soul male. And today the Doujin I'm looking at is called, there's, as I said, but it's also in parentheses SNS. And basically the premise of this Doujin is it revolves around Kono-kun, who is a office worker, and his chief is Kabugari, who is more of a mature and strict woman. And they set her up as someone who's cold-hearted, who's just really bombarding him with work when he's looking for a way out of this. So he kind of downloads basically Twitter or whatever it is. It kind of looks like Twitter, and he basically uses it to vent and talk about other stuff. And it's funny, he comes across this person who's kind of, I guess, interested in what he's talking about online. It's kind of vulgar, it's kind of outlandish talk. And in doing that, he comes across this person, and then it's the next day his chief is basically getting on him about what is his work doing, and it leads to them having an interaction, if you catch my drift. And I think what I like about this is the way it sets up that the chief is actually the person messaging him, because you wouldn't really think about it since the chief is shown to be stern and cold-hearted and disinterested in him. But then after he talks about his interests online, she basically reciprocates and wants to talk to him more. And I think doing that really sets up a type of not contrast, but type of way of showing one characteristic balanced with another characteristic, which is always good in terms of manga, in terms of art. And overall, I like the art style a lot. It's pretty expressive while also not being too disproportionate and too outlandish, in my opinion. I think I've read other doujins that are just really they're not proportionate enough, or too exaggerated in a sense. I like how this one kind of keeps it simple. It's more so focusing on the quality rather than the quantity. It's pretty short too. It's only 24 pages, so it's pretty short. And so far I think it's been favorited 37,000 times, so relatively well known and kind of popular. And overall, I do recommend reading it. I will have the code in the description below. And overall, I recommend it. I think it's pretty good. Out of 10, maybe a 7 or 8. The thing I don't have it, the reason is as a 9 or 10, just because it is shorter. I think a part 2 would be cool. I don't think the artist has made a part 2 just because they do upload more often. So I don't think a part 2 will be coming. Plus, it will be also interesting to see it colorized, because a lot of the other artists' work has been colorized. And colorization of doujins is really hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's spot on. Sometimes there's ways that I don't really get it. So it really depends on how or who they would trust to colorize it. But overall, I recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.